Hey, my church family, sure miss you and being with you, but I'm so glad we still have this way of communicating. Just got in for my morning walk. When I say morning walk, that's morning for me. Pastor Mark, Pastor Barbie, they've been up for 5 hours probably by now, and half their day's done. But it's a great time for me as I walk in the mornings to just take a moment to breathe, to pray, just to be with God, to see my neighbors and pray over their homes, and times just be outside. I pray you have those moments in your life. We were challenged to read the Psalms to you and to just to bring some little morning devotionals to you. And so I'm going to do that today with Psalms 3. I know Pastor Christy's done a great job and Pastor Colleen yesterday. But before I read that, I want to tell you a quick little story about my own life when it comes to the Psalms. Not too many years back, I had just lost my father-in-law. And 2 years after that, I lost my father. And I was just dealing with a lot of loss and struggle, and I had a hard time praying. It's not that I didn't want to pray and didn't have a longing to. I just had a hard time getting the words out at the moment. I was kind of numb a little bit, and I was reminded by the Word as I was reading it, and a friend of mine to just let the Psalms kind of engulf me and take me over and to bury myself in that. And man, once I started doing that, that became just a way that I could pray, in a way that God's Word could almost pray for me when I couldn't. I hope that's okay to say. But for you, I don't know where you're at. I don't know how this has affected you and where you're at in life. I know there's a lot of challenges right now, and I just want to remind you that the Word is a great source of hope. In the psalmist, you're going to hear words like, God is my refuge, my source of hope, my place of peace. He's where I go to. He's my shield, my source. And those are all in the Psalms, and I love that. But I also love that within the Psalms, it's words like, God, where are you? God, I'm hurting. God, I feel lost and abandoned. The thing I want to remind you today as I read this Psalm is remind you that God is big enough to hear both those prayers. And His Word encompasses both of those kind of prayers. And God's love and His arms are wrapping around you today. In Psalms 3 it says, O Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you are a shield around me. O Lord, you bestow glory on me and lift my head. To the Lord I cry aloud, and He answers me from His holy hill. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear the tens of thousands drawn up against me on every side. Arise, O Lord, deliver me, O my God. Strike all my enemies on the jaw. Break the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people. Today, I know when I read that years ago, I'm a person who loves to write and scribble and underline in my Bible. And I can tell what was going on. In verse 4 there, it says, I cried, and that's underlined. It's just where I was living at that moment. Right below that, though, it says, and He answered me. And then in verse 5, it reminds me that the Lord sustains me. In verse 8, for the Lord comes and delivers. And then I have a little note on the side that says, help me, God, to let go of control and let God sustain me. This morning I pray that maybe that's a good prayer for all of us and for you, for myself included, definitely. God, help me to let go of control. Let you sustain me. And remind me that you are my deliverer. God bless you today. Hope you have a great day.